Don't try to predict in table tennis, it's a game of reaction. You must objectively watch your opponent's racket. If you pre-commit and they do something different, you will make an error. Alright, today we're working on the serve and third ball attack. First point, after you serve, your recovery is passive. You're not actively preparing to attack, you're just reacting. This passive recovery is completely different from an explosive recovery aimed at attacking. First, you need to learn to be explosive. This means you need to recover explosively right after your serve. Give it a try. Too slow. There, that's the right speed. Think of it like snatching something. Your recovery must be fast and compact. That's the first key point. Second point, you're standing too close. That's why on your forehand, you feel rushed and make contact too late, behind your body. Your backhand is a bit better because being close allows you to use the opponent's pace. So, after your explosive recovery, make sure you're about 1 arm's length away from the table. Third requirement, lower your center of gravity. Your navel should be level with the table. Right now, your stance is too high after you serve. Use your navel's height relative to the table as a reference, that will help a lot. The third key is to get low. Keep your weight forward to avoid getting flat-footed. To recap, first is be explosive, second is maintain distance, third is get low. For distance, 1 arm's length is enough. Only after that do we focus on footwork and deciding between forehand or backhand. The fourth key is accurate judgment. You must see the ball clearly before you move. Right now, you're moving in a panic without reading the ball. You need to read the rhythm of the ball. You don't have to loop it aggressively, a simple touch or push is fine. For example, you push anywhere on my table, watch how I read the ball first before making my shot. Your problem now is that before you've even judged the ball's direction, your arm has already started the swing, causing your feet to stay planted and your technique to fail. The correct way is to wait, read the ball, and then move. You have plenty of time. Understand this, if you can't even execute the shot from a static position, you need to work on your fundamentals. But if your static shot is good and you fail when moving, then the problem lies in these preparation steps, not the loop technique itself. Fifth point, when looping a backspin ball, what do you think is most important? It's loading up your power. To do that, you must get down. That means lowering your center of gravity, knees, hips, and shoulder. You don't need to do this for topspin balls, a simple block can work. But against backspin, regardless of the spin's intensity, if you don't get your body down, the loop will be difficult. So, the final point is to get down. The rest depends on your fundamental instincts, knowing how to loop, brush, use wide angles, snap your forearm, use your elbow, and execute a power loop. These are the technical details we always practice. For the forehand, get down and to your right, getting low is more important than weight transfer and rotation. Forehand, down and right. Backhand, down and left. Don't rush the timing. You rushed it. When covering the whole table, you start to panic. Your mindset is the issue. Let's do a test. I want you to only move or start your backswing after the ball has been hit. Push the ball anywhere on the table. See? I don't move early, and I still have enough time. Again, anywhere. I'm not pre-moving. See? There's plenty of time. This proves that you don't need an immediate, jerky reaction. You'll never play well if you play with a panicked reflex. Why do choppers beat so many players? Because their game is slow, which allows them to capitalize on their opponent's errors. So even on my backhand, I can be slow and apply spin at the last moment. Same for the forehand, if I wait, I have time. The danger is when you rush and panic. Then your positioning, timing, and body height are all wrong. And only then do you try to hit the ball. You guessed it was coming to your backhand. Your weight is leaning forward, but the opponent's return is unpredictable, not fixed. After you serve, you must adopt a neutral ready position, prepared for anything, rather than anticipating a forehand or backhand return. This is the same trap in receive. You guess the first serve is sidespin backspin, so you prepare to add friction, but they serve short. Or you guess it's short and prepare to flick, but they push it long to your backhand. Don't try to predict in table tennis. It's a game of reaction. You must objectively watch your opponent's racket. If you pre-commit and they do something different, you will make an error. Remember this phrase, be ready for anything. With that mindset, you will always have enough time. Exactly. Don't prepare for forehand or backhand specifically. That's the correct approach. Alright, let's summarize the key points. First, have an explosive recovery after serving. Explosive is different from just fast. It's the feeling of dodging a kick, an urgent, sharp movement. Second, maintain your distance from the table. Too many players serve and end up standing way too close. If you're too close, your only option is to push, you don't have room to execute a loop. Third, get your body down. Many players stand up too straight after serving. When we serve, our body is low. When we recover, we stay low. As long as the point is live, my center of gravity remains low, even during a pushing rally. My body stays low until the point is over and I'm going to pick up the ball. Only then do I stand up straight. It's not a process of down, up, up. That vertical movement shouldn't happen. This is also why you're often late for topspin balls. Your body's vertical movement is too drastic, either jumping up or sinking down. Your center of gravity must be stable. Let me demonstrate. After I serve and get a topspin return to my forehand, my body height is constant. It's the same for backspin. After serving, my body can only move further down, never up. Your vertical movement is too great. You need to maintain a stable body trajectory, without bouncing up and down. The fourth key is accurate judgment. This means after serving, I see the ball clearly, and I match my rhythm to the ball's rhythm. Even as a beginner, the rhythm is to wait until you see the ball clearly for every shot. You can be slow in your execution, but you absolutely cannot have a jerky, panicked reaction. Your mistake is that you freeze for too long after the serve, and then you react with a panicked, reflexive motion without proper judgment. This reflex is like startling an animal. Your movements are not smooth or controlled, and you're not even accelerating properly into the ball. Like a startled animal, your movement is always freeze, then panic. Why do you freeze? Because you're not watching your opponent's racket. You're waiting for the ball to be well on its way to your side before you even start to react. You need to learn to read the shot the instant it leaves their racket, forehand, backhand, forehand, backhand. If you can't do this, you need to practice it. The day you can instantly identify forehand and backhand returns, you will have become a much better player. Then you'll be able to serve and instantly react, forehand or backhand. You must focus on the moment of contact on your opponent's side. Read whether it's forehand or backhand, powerful or soft, spinny or flat. Once you've read it accurately, adjust your rhythm to execute a clean shot. Your first priority is to get in sync with the ball. Then, look for the opportunity to attack. It's that simple. If you do this, you will improve incredibly fast, because you will start to produce quality shots. Shot quality develops progressively. Amateur players are too impatient, trying to hit a winner on every ball, and as a result, they fail to recover. It's always like this. The path to becoming a high-level player starts with staying with the ball. This means even if you can't win the point, you can match its rhythm. The second stage is consistently getting the ball on the table. The third stage is producing quality shots. The fourth stage is adding variation, attacking the middle, looping, hitting flat, etc. Table tennis basically has three types of spin. First is topspin, where your racket and the ball are on a parallel plane. Second is a high ball, where you must raise your body. Third is backspin, where you must get down. Your body has to get low. If your knees hurt, just bend at the waist. If not, lower your entire body. That's it. So, the summary is, be explosive, maintain distance, get low, keep your body level, judge accurately, and get under the ball. If you still can't make the loop after all that, then it's a problem with your stroke mechanics, but that's the easiest part to fix. Identify your weakness and drill it. By doing this, your consistency and success rate will improve dramatically. Then, you can gradually add more power, and your progress will be extremely fast.